My name is Stuart Buddle. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I'm 27 years old. I was living in the Netherlands and I met a beautiful Finnish woman, so when my studies there were finishing, it was the easiest decision of my life. Either I can go back to Australia and live that life, or I can do something really interesting and move to Finland. Primarily I'm a student. I study normal 60 credits a year, but there's been a few things that have really helped build upon that. I've been given a few opportunities to branch out my skills and learn some really good new skills too. I work on a number of projects. I work here with the 3D printers, and I'm involved in creating some cases and some designs for a project that the university has been working on previously for about 5 years. For me, with 3D printing, I like to start by drawing by hand first. I'm not the best drawer, but it really helps me put a complex idea, a 3D object, onto paper first. I'll then immediately go onto the computer and create the object, create the design, before then exporting it and then sending it to the 3D printers. The new printers that we have here, they're almost independent. They require very little effort to really get the prints going along. It's almost just like printing a normal sheet of paper, only it's like printing maybe 100 sheets of paper, one on top of each other, with a different design on each one to create a cross-section to build up the object. I'm an introvert, and Sydney has a population of, I think, about 4.5 million. Helsinki has around about 1 million in the greater Helsinki region. Well, I suppose in a way both Sydney and Helsinki are real beach cities. Maybe in a different way though. Sydney has the real Bondi Beach and all those around it that are really, really touristy and really big, and decent waves too. There are beaches in Helsinki too, but they're a little bit smaller, and the waves are a little bit smaller too. One of my favourite little pastimes is going to Saari, one of the islands right in the centre of Helsinki, and going and taking photos of the wildlife. One of the things I really like about Helsinki and Finland in general is the cold. I know most foreigners hate it, but to me, when it gets below zero and all the streets are completely white, it's somewhat even magical. I'd really like to work for something like maybe Lapset or Fiskars or something would just be amazing for me. But finding your way into those sorts of jobs is so hard. I noticed that most people that were after was more engineering-based degrees. So I then went to look to broaden my horizons and study engineering too. I found it really, really good that I could find Arcada. Arcada was like a little gem. You can study entirely in English. It's really, really open, and the studies are really, really individualized. So by having the previous education, I've been able to work more with my design skills and incorporate engineering. If you have the passion, your lecturers certainly have the passion too, and they're really, really happy and really, really encouraging to then give you opportunities to then do your own projects. And since being at Arcada, I found it to be a world of opportunities. I really like Finland, and I really feel at home in Finland. I would like to be working here.